All right, welcome back into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy, as we come across this up to the 12 o'clock Central Time hour. See if it's going to be a noon balloon or a noon swoon, right? That's what we look for. Let's take a look and see what these markets are doing for us as we get up to this lunchtime in Central Time. Let's take a look at corn. All right, 3.25 cents better in July. That's a bona fide rally with corn, right? 4.55 is last. We made some new highs here. We're a penny and a quarter off of it, and we've got about a 6-cent range. A penny and a quarter off a 6-cent range, not too bad for corn. Dees, the new crop, up 1.5 cents, 4.69 3/4. And again, that's about 1.5 cents off the high of the day, and we've had, I'm going to say, just about a 4.25 cent range, right? So that's corn. Moving over to the beans, what do we have happening there? Well, we've got a little bit of a lower board, except for July is sharply unchanged, 11.88 1/4 last. And that's in the middle of that 13-cent range. We've got a Novi board that's down a penny and a half to 11.57 1/4, and that's about 5 3/4 cents off the high of the day, and I'm gonna say about 6 cents off the low. So that's right smack dab in the middle of that range. Let's go to the wheat in Chicago and see what that's got for us. It's got a good 24-cent gain in July. 6.31 1/2 is last, a penny and a half off the high of the day, and we've got that's about a 28-cent range, 27.5-cent range. Not bad. Dees, that's up 16 3/4 cents. The 6.75 3/4, and that's a penny and a quarter off the high there, and we've got about a 20-cent range there. That's some good going. That's wheat in Chicago. Let's go from Chicago to Kansas City. Hard red, that's 14.5 cents higher in that July contract. 6.58 1/4 is last, a penny and a half off the high of the day, and we've got a 20-cent range over there as well. And we move over to the D, sets up 11 3/4 cents to 6.88 1/4, a penny and a half off the highs, and again, we've had a decent range. I'm gonna call it about 18 cents, right? That's hard red in Kansas City. Let's move on over to the spring wheat. Minneapolis, 8.5 cents better. 6.83 3/4 is last there. And then again, that's about what, a penny and 3/4 off the high of the day, and we've had a 10-cent range. And D sets up 9 3/4 cents to 7.13. That's a penny and a quarter off the high there as well to that 11-cent range. Let's move to the cotton. We'll get to our guest analyst. That's up 145 points in July. 73.26 is last. Got a 98-point better bid in D's to 72.57. All right, let's bring it back in. That's Tommy Grisafi. He's with Advanced Trading. I think he's in Valparaiso. Tommy, thank you very much for coming on. What are your thoughts here?
Just kind of disappointed that you see Board of Trade July front month wheat up 25. You think D's corn would get excited, or no beans, but different crop years, different scenario. Wheat had about $1 pull back, give or take 10 cents, and normal price action. If we were to close down today, which it doesn't look like we will, this would have been the 10th day wheat was down. So what did wheat show us? Wheat showed us that when someone has a production problem, funds will cover, they will get long, and it looks like they got caught long at the top in Board of Trade, KC, and Minneapolis. Harvest is approaching us quickly here in the wheat markets, and as you know, Scott, they're harvesting wheat every day somewhere in the world. So the market did its job in wheat. It ran up, came down. Corn, big nothing burger, no beans, nothing burger. It's going to be hard for you and I and guys like this to talk markets every half hour and a half hour when you have D's corn in such a tight range. One last thing before we go on break, or if you want to add anything, is this next few weeks for the bulls, this is their last hurrah to really hope to get this old crop going. It's going to take a weather problem. We're seeing a little demand, some things picked up in ethanol, but if you're holding old crop grain, you are really pushing it, hoping for a weather market here, and those do not last long. Take a note from wheat. If we do go up, make sales.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not agree with you there, Tommy. I mean, we got a paltry 40-cent move on that in corn on the funds covering their shorts the last time around. Now they've added the shorts now again, but it's like almost like this. It's your point. This rally, if we get one's got time decay to it, right? So every day we pull a date off the calendar, and you don't get your bullish weather rally. Things start to get a little bit more uncomfortable as that happens, right? So as you kind of progress,
Absolutely.
yeah, you're going to have to be looking at it. It's almost like, that's why I say this: if you're banking on a weather rally, it does have a time decay to it, and at some point in time, you're going to have to make a decision, right?
Yeah. Do I have 10 seconds to tell a story?
Yeah.
In 2012, I was long a ton of July calls from my own account. They all expired worthless. And the day after the July options expired, one of the greatest rallies of all time happened. So timing is everything. If you need length in corn and believe there's a story, you're going to have to move out of July. July expires 1 week from this Friday, and that's happening pretty quick here. So if you need length in corn, get out to a deferred month or a deferred option. Back to you, sir.
That's what they say. Timing is everything, said the rain dance man. All right, we'll see on the other side. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more with Tommy Grisafi right after this. All right, it's time to talk the Moo and the Oink. That's a shop in Chicago. And, you know, I've heard them on the radio, at least recently down here, and maybe it's Sirius XM I'm listening to, but they've coined the phrase moink for Moo and Oink together. You can order meat from them. I'm not doing a commercial, by the way, either. I'm just saying. Let's take a look at some of these prices. Live cattle, a little bit easier here today. 62 cents lower in the August to 179.35, 20 cents off the low of a day. About $1.50 range. Not a lot going on there. Dees down 25 cents. 185.30 is last there. So just kind of peeling off from the highs we made yesterday. The same in feeders, a little bit more though. August is down $1.22 to 257.42. 15 cents from the low of the day there. You go out to the Nove, that's down $1.15 to 258.85, and that's just a nickel off the lows there. So that's feeder cattle trading a little bit heavier than live cattle, closer to the lows of the day. Lean hogs, well, they didn't get any memos about anywhere going higher here. July's down 17 cents to 92.72, a dime off the low of the day there. October's on $1 to 76.77, a dime off the low there as well. Let's bring him back in. Tommy Grisafi, Advanced Trading, Valparaiso, Indiana, Mom's Basement. What do you got for us, brother?
I'm looking at the Moo and Oink website. It was founded 50 years ago in Chicago, and it's a heck of a. I want to go there. Matter of fact, when I come down to visit you in a few weeks, I'll bring you a little party pack from Chicago. We got a big nothing burger over there too. I can't even make this stuff up. This is going to be 2 minutes of your life. You're never going to be able to get back, Scotty. Live cattle, a little lower feeders. You know, they had a heck of a run last few days. Cattle guys got to be excited about that. Lean hogs a little lower. You got to start to think with these higher prices, you got to lean towards some of that LRP insurance, and that's becoming really popular. Could be maybe competing with the futures markets a little bit, but you and I are smart enough to know there is not enough live cattle futures in the world to get all the physical cattle hedged. So maybe it's okay that the government's doing a nice insurance package for that. What do you think, Scott?
Well, that's a good way. You know, I'm glad you filled the time with that. That was pretty good. I think that was a great
You
effort.
want me to keep going? I can keep making stuff up. I've sat in your chair before. I can do it.
I was going to talk about how well that Moo and Oink have marketed themselves as of late.
Oh, yeah, back to Moo and Oink.
Yeah, well, I mean, they actually had to spell it out on the radio this morning when I was listening very early at 4:30, but it was, they spelled it M-O-I-N-K. You want to order your Moo and Oink package where they give you burgers and pork and the whole shebang. So they must be moving on up in the world here, or something.
Yeah, the website's MOO-AND-OINK.com. It looks delicious. I think I'm going to go up and eat lunch right now. And I'll join you on the cow guy here right after here in a bit.
I've driven by their store in Chicago before, so I know where it is. But yeah, interesting stuff, fun stuff. And you're right, there's not a lot going on in the meat. So thanks for being on, Tommy. We'll see you again on the other side. Tommy Grisafi, Advanced Trading. He's in Valparaiso, but isn't it?
If we don't get a package from the Moo and Oink, they are missing an opportunity,
right? Exactly,
right? Because they owe us now, right?
Now they do.